Just in case you haven't noticed, if you are in ownership of anything that's in your possession, just think about how you act towards that vehicle that you've always wanted. Are you really trying to take care of it? Or that thing that you own ends up owning you? Think about how you react when it gets messy. Think about how you act when somebody wants to borrow it. Or think about how you act when somebody wants a ride. Do you want them in it because of how clean they are or aren't? Are you in ownership of it? Or does it own you? It's not a rhetorical question. It's just one for you to answer and think about.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation.
Hey, dude, I know what time it is. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. If you came across this channel, listen to the end, my friend. Now let me begin. You know, in a lot of my videos, I always try to bring up the things that's in our possession. It's not really ours. And I always try to talk about, when my time is up here on this earth, I don't want to be stuck on earth because of the things that was borrowed, I have attachment towards, and I don't want to let it go. Every time I end up getting something new, because of the simple fact that I now realize I don't like change. And, when you get something new, it requires change because, it's something new. And there hasn't been anything that I liked right off the bat that I got. Nothing. I think about vehicles. The first vehicle I got, it was an old truck that just so happened to have a very strong, fast engine in it. But the truck was old, okay? So it was a type of humility type of thing. But because it was in my ownership, who cares that it was old? I took care of it. And, it was fast. So it was a bittersweet type of thing. Then I think about that and then going into a car, something that was brand new at the time. It was a 2013 Dodge Dart, and the year was 2013. But I didn't even like it because of how it was built. Now, I know this sounds like an unappreciative person, but let me finish. And then from that car, I got a truck. I didn't even like it. I just don't like change. But I'm saying that, when I get or receive materialistic things, I never get this, because listen, where I'm getting at is that a lot of people, when they receive materialistic things, that's a symbol of success. When I receive materialistic things, that's a symbol of change. It's not necessarily so much a symbol of success. Now, what is a symbol of success for me? A symbol of success for me is just being able to see those that I love, being able to see them fed, sheltered, being able to do the few things that I want to do, like doing this, working out, spending time with people who want to spend time with me, being able to support and provide. Now, I complain about it when I'm not able to do it, but like I said, it's just a few things that I like doing selfishly. That's for me. But materialistic things haven't ever been a symbol of success. Even being in a new house in a new neighborhood, it was change, and I didn't like it. This is not so much showing my unappreciation, because let me tell you something, and hopefully you stayed with me to this point. Everything that I've received that was new, I do my best to take care of, because at the end of the day, I tell myself that it belongs to God. I tell myself that I'm not going to be able to take a hearse with me to my grave. So I don't allow myself to become attached to materialistic things. So where I'm getting at is that I think, especially in this day and age, a lot of people, they symbolize what is success for them. And we get exposed to so much symbols of everything, especially symbols of success. And people show that through cars, clothes, literally showing money, the fame, being able to travel, the jets and the planes, and all these things are the common symbols of success. And for me, just being able to travel, being able to wake up in the morning and being able to be an asset of the day and to get things done. These things are symbols of success for me. And that's why before, when I named all those materialistic things, it wasn't that I'm showing my unappreciation. I'm simply showing that God has put favor in me. I believe, and I call that favor because I know I'm not the only one, but a lot of people get trapped with, having to receive so much materialistic things, and they become something that before they weren't, and they aren't. And what they own ends up owning them. And it's not just cars, houses, clothes. I mean, it could be anything. It can be anything. It can even be a person. And that ends up becoming an obsession. And listen, I've never been obsessed with any person, because every person that I've had to see them with someone else, or I've lost them. Whether it was friendship or relationships. And I just know that it can happen. No matter how good you are to a person, no matter how much you give them what they ask for, you can be replaced. And these things, even at my young age, I'm able to be mature enough to realize. So, you just gotta be able to be free to know that no matter how hard you work for things, no matter how much you pray for things, you can lose everything. And you gotta make sure that what you receive doesn't end up owning you. Now, I always try to use myself as an example, and I try to reflect on things that I've received that I become a little over protective of. And listen, a prayer of mine that I pray, that I've shared, is that I be sharing and caring with who and what I have. And listen, I don't pray for a lot when it comes to me. So I'm able to really look at the prayers that get answered. And that type of prayer, listen, oh man, that type of prayer, like I said, I try to take care of who and what I have. And when I'm not able to do it, listen, believe you me, I'm able to notice, especially when it comes to, just houses and cars. Like I said, I try to take care of those things, because to me, when I receive materialistic things, that's just, for me, that's a symbol that God can trust me with those things. It's not a symbol that I've gotten success. It's just not for me. It's a symbol that God is showing that he can trust me with these things. And I don't want to fail him, so I do my best, my absolute best to try to take care, to keep things clean. And, that's just what it is for me. But, I just wanted to make this video to, try to warn people to not become something that they're not, because they're receiving so much new, different, and even better things. These things can be exactly what I just said, but we still got to make sure that what we own doesn't end up owning us, because we can become very obsessive and possessive. These things, you don't want to be attached to anything. And listen, when it comes to people, that's different. Having a son, listen, I know. And I only know now how hard that really is. But as hard as it is, it's still a prayer that I pray. Because, that type of desire, once it gets fulfilled, and if things are, going somewhat okay, you really can just latch on to people and these things, and it can really bring out a side of you that is really not supposed to be brought out. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to me. I'm not saying that's happening to me, but I just know that that's a feeling that you've never felt before. And once it gets taken away, I don't need to say anything else. If you're my age, you pretty much know the happenings of what can be. But it's a question that we all need to ask ourselves. No matter what you have, how do you act towards it? No matter how much you have, we got to really ask ourselves, are we appreciative of what you have? Because being appreciative and being obsessive and possessive are three totally different things. As I've said before, you can have new things, and you can take care of these new things. You can have new things and become completely selfish and not be sharing and caring with these things. You can have a new home, and you can tell people to come in and make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa, all that. But you can also know how people are when they come to your home. You can see, people flopping down on the couch, and just you can just, these type of things I don't like, because to me these things symbolize that people, they go to people's houses, and they probably don't take care of what's not theirs. And I'm just the type of person, I'm probably gonna wait for someone to say I can sit down. I'm probably going to just stand there, and I'm going to keep, myself, to myself until, until I know I can be relaxed at someone's house, at someone's home. That's why I act the way I act when people come to my home. So it's not that I'm not sharing and caring, I just want you to be, respectful. It's just about respect for me. Even coming into a car, slamming doors and making a mess, these things are just about respect, because I do what I can to try to take care of these things. So it's just something that we got to ask ourselves, because listen, I know that we work hard to get what we get, whether it's a need or a want. Trust me, I know, because the work is repetitive, and it's not easy, especially when there's other people involved. Trust me, I know. But again, it's a subjective question to ask. The things that you own, do you own or do they own you? It is mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Like, subscribe, share. People, leave your comments. Leave your comments. I want to know suggestions. I want to know things that you would like for me to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a guru. It's just about suggestions. It's just about ways that we, all of us, can improve and live the life that we want to live. Stay blessed, stay prayed up. Until next time, y'all. Hey, we out. Hey.